everybody. Welcome back to the third time of us trying to record episode 21 of the Can't Sit Still podcast. I'm your mentally drained host, Jacob. With me as always is my narcissistic co-host, Delivan, who never messes up ever and does everything perfectly. Say hi to the folks.
Yeah, I don't think there's one person you could ask that would agree with that.
And my rock, my savior, Alex.
Hello. I don't even know what to say to that.
I point out one thing to you to save your ass, and all of a sudden I'm the bad.
Up top, full transparency. This is our third time trying to record this episode. The first time this is our second time today. Our other time was when we normally recorded on Tuesdays, and I don't know what happened. I think my camera just decided to stop, and the internet just dropped. Yeah. We got a couple of topics in, so these guys have heard a few, but let me explain the podcast, I guess. This is a news and current event topics where we go through offbeat, and I thought you were drinking from a paper towel holder.
No. I put a paper towel over it because it feels weird on my hands.
Yeah. Well, that, and we don't want any specific brand.
Right, we're not sponsored, so.
Yeah, we can be, though.
Bang Energy if you want to.
Bang. But bang.
No, but that's a big thing.
I don't want to pop my fingers in the mic. Anyway, we go through offbeat and strange current event and news topics, and normally we read them out at random. But after our stellar, huge hit 20th episode, the Florida Man episode, I brought all the topics. We have decided to try that again, and I have brought all the topics. These guys have only heard 2 out of, I'd say, 7.5 topics is what I brought to the table today. So do with that what you will.
Jacob, can I ask what deems the Florida Man episode a hit?
Dude, it was a
where are you getting your numbers and your thoughts from?
Sensation, okay? We were
but how?
Dude, I heard the hashtag Florida Man was trending. That's us.
I believe that. Yeah, I don't know that it was from us, but I believe
it.
Literally, I thought it was a great episode, so I deemed it a success, like a stellar success.
We did get a comment on our last video.
That is a success.
Did we?
Yeah, one from I Like Grapes.
These guys should stop.
3 days ago.
I know who that is.
They said, seriously, do the Jeopardy Florida episode. Rip Alex Trebek. So, it's good feedback.
Yeah, isn't that weird that you mentioned that?
You mentioned it.
Didn't he pass it away? I did not.
Who mentioned it? It wasn't me.
It was Alex.
Oh,
Alex
I was referring to me because I'm self-centered.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, and Alex mentioned it, and then didn't Alex Trebek pass away after that?
Yes, Alex Trebek just died.
I'm just saying, Alex, I think you might be pretty goddamn suspicious.
Was it the day that we recorded that he passed away?
Alex Trebek.
Suspicious.
Let's see. Alex Trebek died November 8th. We recorded that on November 8th. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why I brought it up, because it was fresh in my brain.
I think you brought it up and then it happened.
Oh,
wow, look at this. I'm going to cover this right now. 10 hours ago on Newsweek, LeVar Burton touted as Alex Trebek Jeopardy host replacement. Wow, I just had a stroke trying to read that. Dude, that would be awesome. LeVar Burton.
Because LeVar Burton.
Reading Rainbow, he was from Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
He's in 2 episodes of Community. Awesome. He's the Community guy.
Yeah. Well, he played himself in Community.
Yeah, exactly. Alex Trebek was in The Wizard of Oz? What's happening? What?
Did he play the wizard?
1973, The Wizard of Oz.
No, he was.
Oz.
He was a little girl. I forget her name.
It's a
Dorothy.
Yeah.
He played the dog.
The only reason I know that is because I watched the porn parody.
Oh my god. Okay, continuing. I don't even remember what I was gonna say, man. I'm so off on this podcast because this is our third time doing it. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the first topic. Oh, we cover weird news, not anything. We're probably not going to cover anything election related, except for I got one thing election related, but it's funny. We'll get to it later. Let's see. Someone's getting fired for this. The town of Brighton, in this town, there's a building. In the building, there is an office. In the office, there is a desk. And in the desk, there is a drawer. And in this drawer was a 66 million year old mistake. So there was a, not undergrad, what's the graduate student who was working with fossils in this particular building. And he just was kind of bored one day, was wrapping up his work, so he decided to start like going through some of the drawers. And he found a fossil that was labeled as like a fossilized shark fin, like a prehistoric shark fin. And it turns out that it's a completely different species of dinosaur, completely new species of dinosaur that someone had mislabeled for years, just sitting in this desk drawer. They thought it was the tip of a shark fin. Turns out it's the beak of an animal. Hold on, I wrote down the name of this animal. It's like a pterosaur, sort of like in the pterodactyl family. And it was a flying reptile between like 180 and 66 million years ago, they said. So great timeline. Really narrowed it down. And
can I just say that my parents think that I'm a 25-year-old mistake?
Nice. You're 25?
No, I'm 24. But the time that it would have happened, it's 25 years ago.
Wait, are you 24?
Yeah.
Wait, Alex, how old are you?
23.
Oh my God, I'm a year off on everybody.
It's because you're the old man of the group.
Well, how old am I?
You're 26 or
26, going on 27.
Yeah, you're almost 27.
I'm not going on 27. I just turned 26 2 months ago.
You're on 27, dude.
3 months ago. Time is not real. Oh my God. It's been one of those weeks, everybody.
One of those years.
Yeah, one of those lifetimes.
It has been. Yeah, as Jason from the Mind Grenade podcast just pointed out, that tomorrow's the Friday the 13th in 2020. So who the hell knows what's going to happen? And I'm scared. So
maybe it'll be the best day of the year since it's everything's wonky. It'll be like the perfect day.
Yeah, it'll reverse itself.
Delivan, I don't know why this just popped in my head. I know why, because he said wonky. That reminded me of Willy Wonka. The Willy Wonka reminded me of your jelly bean story. I want you to do a follow-up next week on your jelly bean story. Has anyone gotten any far on that? Did someone win a
No? So they actually halted it.
Why?
Because of the COVID.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be like...
So there really wasn't much.
Shame.
It was supposed to be an escape from COVID.
Yeah, it was supposed to be COVID friendly.
It really ramped up, and it didn't go as they planned.
Well, what a backfire, eh?
I'm telling you, if we just stop counting, stop the count. When it comes to COVID cases, we stop counting, it goes away.
I did let Alex know that he could make stop the count jokes, so I might put a tally in the corner of the screen, just seeing how many times he mentions it. He was allowed to make topical jokes, just not topical news stories. All right, so back to this little dinosaur face. Sir Richard Owens, who campaigned for the establishment of the Natural History Museum in London, quote, "Unfortunately, the specimen is too fragmented to be the basis of naming a new species, even though the whole first 4 paragraphs of the news story is him going, yeah, dude, it's a new species. And then 4 paragraphs in, you see the Sir Richard Owens go, it's not. It's doubtful if any remains of this pterosaur actually still exist. So we might just have the tip of the beak for this thing. But he's hopeful that other museums might be able to collectively come together and put this thing together. And he is very excited to start that search to complete or add more parts to the skeleton once COVID is done. So, in like 10, 20 years.
That always kind of blew my mind whenever I watch, because I used to love like books on dinosaurs and then like documentaries and stuff on dinosaurs where they'd put like just its femur and then it just rebuilt the whole damn skeleton. And I'm just like, well, that seems like a stretch, but I'm sure you guys compiled it from some fucking form of place, because I can't see how you look at that bone and go, and it looked like this.
Well, have you?
It's just like a 40-foot tall fucking lizard.
There's such a big push for corrections in like the artistic designs of dinosaurs nowadays. Because if you look at someone who's there's a series of artistically redesigning animals that exist now, how they think that dinosaurs look, and they look nothing like it. Like someone designs a gorilla the way that a paleontologist might describe a dinosaur, and it looks nothing like a gorilla. So we don't really know what most of these things look like. I mean, in the past 10, 20 years, we've not decided, but evidence has came that most of them just had feathers, like T-Rexes and I almost said reptars. Oh my God.
He was a dinosaur.
He was. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
All those Barneys out there. But yeah, so dinosaurs are weird, man. They're freaking cool. My wife sent you that video of the really giant alligator today, right?
Dude, so I immediately sent to her, that's a killing machine. It's so freaking
the one on the golf course?
Yeah,
Florida?
the golf course.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so tall. Its legs were so long. Everyone who hasn't seen this.
Everybody has that misconception whenever it comes to alligators, all right? Alligators actually stand up and walk.
Really?
Crocodiles are the only ones that slide.
Really?
Oh, so they're bipedal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they don't stand on
Could
two
you
legs.
imagine
Yeah.
13 foot of
Could you
alligator just walking
Imagine,
upright?
though.
Dude, what if he
It'd
was
be
like
terrifying.
as like cracked as he was jacked? You know, they just had these big ass arms too. You know, walking. That would be insane.
Yeah, that's like a big misconception on alligators. And they're actually really fast on
So
land.
is that the one you were going to wrestle? You know, in the emptied out
Oh,
Olympic
fuck no.
size swimming
That
pool?
thing will destroy me.
No. He doesn't wrestle in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. He does it in a man-made lake so that he can fake his own death.
But can we?
Oh,
no, go ahead.
sorry.
No.
By the way, I meant to mention this at top. My fidget toy, as my sister has made it clear that she wants me to keep mentioning. This today is a Dave and Buster's pin with a spinning globe on the top, and we're spinning it. We're just giving it a good old spin.
Good old spin.
And I'm also using it to take notes.
What note
Notes?
do you have?
We take
That
notes now.
What notes do
We
you have?
clapped at minute 540.
The whole point of the clap is so that you don't really have to document.
But I want to be able
The
to
clap sinks in.
I want to be able to know. So
Anyways,
Okay.
doesn't matter. But the whole reason that I love alligators is because they're like the modern day dinosaur, except for apparently they're nothing like the modern day dinosaur because apparently dinosaurs had feathers. So chickens are closer.
God, wouldn't it be weird if
That's what they
alligators
say.
had feathers, or like any like normal reptile that we see today had feathers?
yeah, like a Komodo dragon,
Yeah.
just fully feathered,
It would.
pluckable.
Would it really be that different though?
I feel like it
I
would
mean-
be because we're so used to seeing them without feathers. They'd almost look like they were wearing clothes or something if they had feathers. You know.
Could you imagine a little Komodo dragon wearing clothes?
A little suit, a little
I'm
suit
sure
and
there's
tie,
pictures of it.
3-piece
I'm
suit.
sure, but it's adorable.
Got the nice gray with like the plaidish sort of pattern, red tie.
Are Komodo dragons really dangerous?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's
We could
Komodo
call
dragons
Molly.
wearing kimonos.
Kimono.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. A
Well,
Komodo
how-
dragon.
Why do you know how they're so dangerous?
They bite.
I'm pretty sure they got some big ass like mouth, and they just like crush you.
Just a big ass mouth,
Yep.
huh?
Our koala's endangered. Komodo dragon's poisonous?
Koalas
No,
are
it's venomous.
stupid.
Venomous. Yeah.
Venomous.
Venomous.
Oh,
Survey
sharp teeth
says-
and venomous bite. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they got
all
venom.
right.
Are they like the
Hmm.
small teeth, or are they like big ass teeth? You know.
It says it kills its prey by using a one-tooth punch of sharp teeth and venomous bite.
I would imagine it's a small.
I haven't seen.
Because I don't think their mouths are that big.
Oh yeah, they are really small teeth. Why are there 4 pictures of them mating before there's a picture of one with its mouth open?
There was. Do you guys remember the pizza place in the town that Jacksonville? We'll just say Jacksonville. They used to have a lizard. You guys remember that?
No.
They used to have like a what's an aquarium, but not fish. What was that one?
Pterodome.
Yeah,
A terrarium.
Aquarium.
They had a terrarium with a Komodo dragon in it, and that thing fucking hated me, man. I went there, and we went there at a dinner, and we're sitting there like 9 deep at a table, and the Komodo dragon stares at me the whole time. And there's like 3 people on my side of the table that we're sitting next to, and it's just making eye contact with me this whole time, and it just starts to like hiss or do whatever lizards do, like hey fat boy, hey fatty. That's what it was yelling at me. Hey, oinksters. And then it started ramming. I got up to leave because we paid our check. It started ramming its head against the terrarium, following me in the glass box until I got out the door, ramming its head, trying to bite me, like mouth open, ramming its head against the glass. I'm scared because like, what if I come across one in the wild on all of my? I'm a world traveler. We all know this.
Yeah. How many places you been?
A lot. Anyway, what if I see one in the wild? Am I giving off an energy that Komodo dragons just do not like naturally, or was it that one guy who had a pissed off attitude?
You got some real dumb energy, so
Damn.
I would think probably
Damn.
your
Wait,
energy.
so they don't like dumb energy? Does that mean they're like? Are they supposed to be smart, or are they just so dumb that they see
Let's
other
see.
dumbness as a threat?
Are
a
Komodo
threat? Yeah.
dragons smart? Let's see. No, Komodo dragons aren't over. Oh, just this is not. Hold on. No, Komodo dragons aren't just overgrown reptiles with tiny brains. According to Morgan, who has worked for a total of 10 adult Komodos, he said these animals are quite intelligent.
I think that's fake news. Can you check Yahoo Answers?
It's livescience.com, so it definitely is fake news. If it's got science in the name, it can't be real.
If it's not on Facebook, it's not real.
I'm sure you can find it on Facebook.
Do any animals just naturally hate you guys, or is that just me? Don't you have a story with a goose, Delivan?
A swan.
I was a swan.
But swans are just naturally territorial. So, I mean, that's not an indication. And even then, I would just chuck mud at the damn thing.
Yeah, this little son of a bitch over here. Hold on, where's the camera? This little guy over here, whenever we take him to the park, he goes for the ducks, swans, gooses. He goes for their throats. I got to pull him back. Gooses. I got to pull him back on the chain because this guy just wants to tear up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy and I used to swim in this pond, and he would have swans. And swans are aggressive as all hell when you're in their territory. But the best way to get him to go away was just chuck mud at him. and then whenever he got close, I kicked him one time. And then all bets were off.
This is the most
redneck this thing was out for fucking blood.
This is the most redneck story you've told on the podcast yet.
Sometimes you just gotta throw a little mud pie at a swan, get him off your back.
We were just swimming in the creek, me and Dingleberry over here, and these swans came up and they were just kind of getting in our face, like we were in their territory. And I'm just like, no, get out of here. And so I don't have anything. I'm skinny dipping because we didn't prepare for this. It was kind of
straight free balling, of course.
So I just take some mud and start chucking it at it.
I said to him, Dingle, if this thing makes me spill one drop of my damn chew, I'm fucking it up. All right. So I made sure to get to it before it got to me. Is that about how it went down?
That is so close. You practically could have been there.
And then you got out of the pond, put on your overalls, no shirt, like a classy man, and went about your way to town to fetch some new hay.
And only one strap.
The
other one was undone.
Got in your box 86 Chevy. Took a couple turns for it to start, and then you took off to town.
Yeah, that's exact. Like I said, it's almost as if you were there.
Hell yeah, dude. You want me to go to the next topic? It's about GameStop.
Yeah. All right. That's always good.
They don't know
store that fucks you over constantly.
Delvin, you've been in the managerial role before at a box store. Is this correct?
Unofficially, officially, yes.
All right, so let me read you off what GameStop is doing for their holiday. They have like a game going on. So GameStop is urging managers to make their employees do TikTok trends with prizes for the winners who get the most views / likes. So you have to basically they just want them to do dances, TikTok dances. The prizes are an Echo 8, an Echo Auto, a $100 Visa gift card, and 10 additional labor hours to use during the Black Friday week. So that was worded so weird that I had to make sure that I knew what they meant, because that sounds like they go, and you can work 10 more hours.
Wait,
but
an Echo?
What?
So it's just an Alexa device?
What are you on? What are you talking about?
Echo,
what kind of the story are you on?
The Echo 8, the Echo Auto.
By Delivan.
I'll be back.
My camera's froze.
He'll be back. Yeah, so the Echo 8 is just the new Echo. The Echo Auto is just an Alexa for your car. Why is that the part you're getting caught up about?
Because I was like, what the fuck's an Echo? You don't
know what an Echo is?
Well, okay, I know what an Echo is, but I've never heard of the Auto.
Echo 8, Echo Auto. I was like, wait, what the fuck are these cars? No, they're just fucking Alexa devices.
Yeah, you're so confusing me, man.
Okay. Yeah, you're going on the wrong part of the story. The fact of the matter is that they're forcing their.
How do you know what Alexa is, but not an Echo?
Yeah, but Jacob, let's move on.
You're not even here. Why are you in this conversation? Okay,
he's back.
Of course, I'm here.
He's back.
I'm right here.
I see.
Oh, now he is. Okay.
Fuck you, man.
So anyway, the grand prize is 10 additional labor hours. And what that means is that you, as the worker, can, during the busiest season or busiest week of the year, during the busiest buying season of the year, can take 10 hours off, not paid.
Okay.
That's the grand prize is that you just don't work and don't get paid.
Well, here's the thing. So normally, and I'm not going to say the company that I work for.
I think you did in a past episode.
I probably did, but let's act as if I didn't. I'm not gonna say it here. If you really want to, listen to the.
He might say it.
Listen to the. I'm not going to. Go to the other episodes if you really are that interested. But the store that I worked for, that is one of those things that you can't do. You can't take off. Like, everybody works Black Friday. That's just, it's what it is. There's no off. You just kind of work it. And so I wouldn't be surprised if GameStop is the same way, and that actually might be a legitimate price. That being said, though, kind of still a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, I feel like you're shitting on your manager, being like, "Hey, I might take away one of your employees for a whole day during the busiest buying week of the year."
Well, I mean, can we get to the worst part of this? Actually doing TikToks. Like, nobody wants to do that.
Dude, TikToks can be great, but the dance parts, it's like, oh, come on. I would rather just work through my stand-up bits on TikTok and see the kind of feedback I get. But
Zero.
I wouldn't. Oh, come on, man.
One, I would probably like it. Alex doesn't get on TikTok, so
I would just to comment boo.
No, they're saying boo earns. They're cheering for you.
But is that even like legal? I guess it's legal in the sense that you're not forced to do it. Maybe.
No.
But
no, yeah, you're not forced
it's incentivized.
to. But it's just, I was just so blown away that they were just like, yeah, the grand prize is just fuck off. Like, that's it. Like, because if it was 10 extra labor hours, but you got paid, I'd be like, that's a damn good.
That's a good
price, man. That's 10 hours of paid labor. Or I guess, well, I don't know. Is that going to add up to the $100 Visa gift card? Let's take into account like it's $9.25 is the new minimum wage in Illinois, so that wouldn't even cover the $100 gift card. Like,
no,
unless you've worked there for a couple years and you got some raises.
Well, but at the same time, would you get time and a half
for that now?
I doubt it.
Yeah,
if the company's making you do this just to get time off,
yeah,
they ain't going to give you time and a half.
Yeah, they're not going to give you more. But they're not giving you anything, so who cares? They're just saying bye.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, they're just saying you're excused.
Mm-hmm. So
kind of a shit thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been.
I don't know though. At the same time, I'd be a fan of it.
I don't know. They're floundering right now. That whole company's probably doing that because they're just like, we need to save money. What is it? $90? We're gonna save $90. Save it. They are in trouble, especially with the.
Yeah, they are.
The new consoles too.
And aren't they reverse compatible or whatever, backwards compatible?
They're not backwards compatible, but they have basically both of them have like a Game Pass that if you buy it. So for PlayStation Plus, it's what $60 for a year, like $10 a month or something and you get to play online games. You get access to the internet, but now you have like the PlayStation Plus library, which has over 100 games on it of all the PlayStation classics, and then the same thing on the Xbox, where it's the Xbox Game Pass, and you have like 100. And then two of the newest models of the new consoles don't even have disc drives; it's digital only.
Yeah, which makes
so sense. Yeah, I bet they're just biting their teeth. Just
yeah, they're going to become the next Family Video.
Hey, they're still around, man.
Well, that's because they did it.
It's founded in Springfield, Illinois.
I'd argue Family Video is actually more worth than GameStop because, like,
oh no, absolutely, because all of their shit's in
real estate. It's all real estate. That's their thing, man. I got hired at 3 different Family Videos, and I never worked a day. I went in for an interview, and the guy liked me, and we hit it off. And there is someone with my last name who possibly played a little bit of Major League Baseball out there for a little bit, and he brought that up, and I was like, "There's my in." And then he was like, "Yeah, why don't you come back for round 2?" And I was like, "The fact that this is a minimum wage job at a movie place, I feel like 2 rounds of interviewing is too much." And I did good in round 2. There's round 3. I'm like, guys, we're putting DVD. This is just like a video library. Why are there 3 rounds of interview? What are we doing, doctors? Are we getting vaccines out there? Like, what's going on? We're getting 7-month-old DVDs and putting them on a shelf. Who's going to steal that many like Kevin Hart movies?
Well, I think for you, it was the fact that you had a history degree. They're like, no one with like normal gets a history. They're like,
degree. we'd rather hire a kid just with a GED than this guy.
Yeah.
And so I went back and
more likely he makes good decisions.
And round. He's trying to rebuild his life. This guy just shit on it from the beginning. Round 3 was a test where you had to read basically like a pamphlet about the history of Family Video and then take a test on it. And I passed it because it was like 10 questions. And he was like, great. So you're officially hired. I'm going to call you with your schedule. If you don't hear me by Sunday, give me a call back. So that was on like a Thursday. Sunday rolls around. Haven't heard from the guy. Monday, called him. Tuesday, called him. He told me to go in for a different interview at a different Family Video because he's like, oh, this guy, since you're going to be floating around in different stores, this guy might want you to interview you too. Interviewed that guy and he was like, dude, great. Like, hell yeah, let's do it. Never hear back from him. Call him, never hear back. So I go, all right, well, I'm done. And someone at my main job was just like, oh, I know a guy who works there. Hold on. And called him. And he was like, oh, yeah, come in. I'll set up an interview with this store's manager because this store's manager has hiring power. Went interviewed with that guy, got hired at his store, got told I was hired, never heard from him again, never called back.
That's impressive.
I got hired at 3 different Family Videos and never worked a day.
Never made a dime either.
Never made a dime. I got a couple of free rentals though.
That's a net win.
I learned some stuff about their systems. Like if you just have $1,000 and it does get this high, if you have $1,000 of DVD rentals and just don't pay it off, they'll just call you and say, hey, if you come rent more DVDs, we'll get rid of your fees. People get that high. People just will keep DVDs forever. And after you meet a certain money, they just assume you buy it and they'll just charge you for it. But then they'll call you and they'll be like, hey, we're getting rid of your fees. And also we'll give you half off the next rental. Why don't you come rent a movie? So
you did a thing wrong. So let me reward you for the thing you did wrong.
And for legal reasons, I never did this. But hypothetically, if I did do this, I did it for sure.
Let's say, hypothetically.
And I racked up like $60 to $100 in DVD fees. And they called me twice. And I got 2 free rentals out of that. I've got a lot of DVDs from them. I haven't paid in years.
Is that something you should be bragging about?
I don't know.
As I say,
well, fuck them. They hired me 3 times and never hired me.
I get it, but even then, is it still anything to be bragging about?
The way I
don't know, probably
the way
not.
that I see it, did you ever fill out the actual employment form?
Dude, I don't remember.
Like your W-2, any of that?
I can't remember. It was 2 years ago. I think so. I think at the first interview after the test, he gave me paperwork, and then the other 2 I didn't.
Okay, I was gonna say because if you didn't fill out any of that, you were never technically hired.
I think at the first one I did fill out forms, but he just ghosted me. Like my prom date. Next topic.
Heyo.
Anyway, someone wants this dude hella dead. Just a chain of events. Here's how it went down on this day, and I think it was last month in October. Someone died in Northern California. Rest in peace.
Happens every day.
They were a donor, which is a fantastic thing. They're taking every part of my body. They're stripping this thing like an O2 Honda whenever I die. They're taking every part they can use out of it.
Jake, I was gonna say, how many parts in your body are used?
Well, they used to ask, what parts do you want to give? And they were like, do you want to donate your eyes? And I was like, yes. And like,
you have shit eyes.
But still, but if you could help someone see,
would you rather be fully blind or colorblind?
Colorblind, I guess. I am.
You're colorblind. You're colorblind, and you need contacts and/or glasses to see.
It's not that big a deal. Colorblind is not that big a deal.
It's like from 0 to 1 on a scale of 10.
It's not that big a deal. Anyway, let's continue. So someone in LA needed that heart, or needed this guy's heart. So they took the dead person's heart out, successfully did the operation, tossed it in a helicopter to be transported. As the helicopter is approaching the hospital, it spins out of control. It crash lands on the roof of the hospital, injuring 3 people. No one died in the crash, but it injured 3 people. Now, they couldn't get to the heart. It was pinned in the helicopter. So they have to rush firefighters with the jaws of life up the stairs, up the elevator to get to the roof of this hospital to pry open the doors that this heart was hidden behind. And they got it out, checked it. It was fine. Gave it to a doctor who turned around, tripped, and dropped it immediately. Now, how expensive is a human heart?
It's pretty high. I think.
Yeah, why don't you look that up on the black market?
I think it's probably at least $100K.
I bet more.
It's $557,000. Okay, so hold on.
So over half
if you want to legally sell your heart in the U.S., it can be purchased for about $1 million. Livers are second at $557,000. So a heart is $1 million. This guy just dropped.
I figured it.
a cool
Had to be
mill.
more than that.
So they pick it up off the ground, rush it to the OR. The operating doctor looks at it. Hold on. Guys, with the roughhousing. Let's calm it down. Sorry, everyone. The dogs are getting excited. They're really excited about this heart. Anyway, the operating doctor looks at it, decides it's fine. The guy fucking lived. Someone did not want this man going on after that day, but he's still ticking. Heart's still good. That's it.
I just imagine the doctor picking it up, looking at it, and go.
Yeah, 5-second rule for sure. If you can eat it, you can.
All good.
Yeah, you can wear it in your skin or whatever. Just imagine, like, how good are these damn boxes that they put these hearts in, though? That thing took a helicopter crash and got dropped on the roof. I feel like I said that in the wrong order. It got dropped on the roof and a helicopter crash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good for this guy. It was intact.
That's
how long does
at that?
Oh yeah, these things are like little tanks that they pack it in. It's like a little cube. You know, like those cube coolers. It's like that, but even like more condensed, and it looks like it's thermoregulated and everything. At least the one that I'm looking at is. So it honestly, that's kind of insane. I can see how it survived.
How much shit has to happen to this heart before you just go, you know what? Ain't fucking worth it. Let the guy die. Not my problem.
I don't know.
I think, well, if they're worth $1 million, I think you do everything you can, and you know. So it's just
I'm really surprised by this part. Do you know how long? Take your best guess. It takes to do an open heart surgery. Oh no, wait, not heart surgery. I want heart transplant surgery. Hold on.
10 hours.
Wow, really?
I'm gonna say 6.
If you do not have a VAD, surgery could take 3 to 4 hours. If you have a VAD, surgeons need to remove, or you've had prior chest surgeries, it takes 6 to 8. See, I thought it was like a 20-hour surgery. I didn't know they stapled the damn thing in there and sewed you shut.
I don't think they can keep you open for 20 hours is the thing.
No.
They
my
did
grandpa
20-hour
had
surgeries.
On what?
Longest surgeries.
I'm sure they do every once in a while, but
I'm sure they've tried
surgery. I guess this wouldn't be routine, but a fairly routine surgery.
How careful do you think you actually have to be with a dead person's heart? Like whenever you're taking it out of the dead person.
I don't know, man.
You can't just fucking reach in there and rip it out and throw it behind you.
I'd say the more careful you are, the easier it probably is to stitch into the next person. So,
well, I would just cut as much off, and then you can just cut once you get there. That's what I'm saying. Just get in there. Rip it out,
are you an expert on this?
Clean it up before you get it. No, but I just know that whenever I've fixed an alternator,
it's basically the same thing, you know.
I'm reading a Reddit article that said what are the longest surgical procedures, and someone equated it to his 14-hour shift at a CVS where he wasn't allowed to sit. I'm like, it's not the same.
He's not wrong. He's got the right spirit, but he's just not fully right, you know.
Liver transplants take up to 12 hours if something goes wrong. Whipple procedures take 4 to 8. What is this? Vascular procedures take 6 to 10. I know, longest 17-hour. Oh man, I don't know how to say any of a tumor removing surgery was 17 hours.
Oh, I bet those would be a bitch.
Yeah, I've tried to get Play-Doh out of a carpet before, so I can just imagine how bad a tumor inside of a body is.
Were you standing the whole time too?
No seats, man. You ever worked at CVS before? It's just like that.
Yeah. Not a chair in sight.
Dude, it's like World War I. It's terrible. It's torture.
It's the exact equivalent.
Just people living in the moment.
Now, here is the quote political topic. It's probably just going to be real quick. I just want to point out how fucking dumb it was. Alex, me and you have talked about it. Delvin, I'm sure you've seen it. The Four Seasons.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right. So the Trump administration went to basically rent out the Four Seasons to do a political victory press conference. Victory.
Air
there
quotes.
was not one at the time. So what they actually ended up doing was accidentally renting out the parking lot of the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company instead. And they just ran with it. So there's pictures of them outside of a landscaping company, like just doing, and there's like they plastered Trump on the walls, and you're like, what the hell is this? They got the wrong place, and they didn't try to fix it.
They literally took yard signs and put them on the walls of the Four Seasons Landscaping Company as like a backdrop for their press conference, so it would like at least look somewhat official.
And it's just a brick wall.
Well, Jacob, what would you propose to fix this situation?
Call the actual Four Seasons.
You think that the actual Four Seasons, as popular as they are just going to be able to rent that out to you day of?
I don't know, man, but really,
because when did they find out that it was the wrong one?
I don't.
That's the real
day of. That's one of those things where you're like, oh, you pull up to the Four Seasons. We don't have a reservation for you. What do you mean?
I just need your parking lot to do a press conference. Well, it wasn't even a huge press conference. I mean, it was a good sized one, but literally, if you guys look at the picture, like the garage door is just plastered, like he said, in like yard signs, and in between two gray brick walls, and it's just dumb Rudy Giuliani's stupid face sitting there, just going like, "Yeah, no, we planned this, we booked it."
Well, okay. In all fairness, if they were to back out of it, it would seem like they've done something wrong, and the president can't ever do anything wrong.
The president wasn't there.
Because then it shows
he wasn't there. It was just Rudy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just Rudy.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just Rudy.
Well, even then, he can't be wrong. You can't show a sign of weakness of being wrong.
Hands in his pants.
Because won. Already won. Who cares? You're wrapped in at this point. So now that company is selling merch to cash in on their mistake. So they're selling like Four Seasons, like press conference hoodies and t-shirts. And it's great. And it's a good time. And I'm really glad that they're having fun with it.
Are you going to buy one?
No, I don't think I will.
That's one of those things where if you're the Four Seasons company, you're just like, what the fuck? Sure, I guess. But why?
Do you think the actual Four Seasons sues the shit out of them?
No.
Nah, they've probably already been through this. They've probably already been like, hey, we don't want you to be named that. And they decide, yes, we're going to be named that.
I wonder if it was done online or if they actually like physically called somebody. And the
some intern had to have called and been like, yeah, I booked the Four Seasons. It's at like this address. And they'd be like, there's no way there's a hotel at that address. Yeah, there is. Told you, let's go look at it. As they pull up, it's like 9 a.m. and they go like, oh, shit. Damage control. I feel like
Do you think they scheduled day of too?
They could have figured something out. There's no way they scheduled day of. If they did, they're stupid and they deserve what they got.
I could just imagine it just being like the interns with Rudy Giuliani and just goes, yep, got it all booked. And he was like, you booked the Four Seasons the day of?
Day of.
Man, you're looking for a real promotion.
Hell yeah, kid.
That's pretty fucking impressive. And then they roll up and he just goes, I don't think you know
what if it was just 500 IQ by Rudy to take all the heat off the other shit from the week before with the Borat movie? He was just like, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but what I'm going to do... No, I can't give him credit for that. He's too stupid for that. Never mind.
He wouldn't be able to figure that out. Although it would be a good political move if they were like, obviously Donald Trump's going to win. We need to flood the news cycle with as much shit as we can to get the attention off of the fact that the president just lost after one term. Four Seasons landscaping. I don't know. It sounds like something would be an idea, but I can't give them the credit for that. Was what happened.
Literally 2020 summed up, basically.
Just one giant fucking mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I lost it.
All right, let's move it on then. Sorry about that. How hungry are you? How hungry could you possibly be? Well, this woman was arrested for impersonating a FBI agent trying to get free food from a Chick-fil-A in Dallas, Georgia.
Dallas, Georgia?
Yes, yeah. Dallas, Georgia, not Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Georgia.
That's the part that threw me off the most.
I don't know. You got thrown off with the echo.
Yeah. You're clearly not focusing.
You're just, you're listening and you're like, a woman?
I'm listening, but I'm not really listening.
Existed in a Dallas, Georgia?
Did you guys hear about these bathrooms in Japan? So she went up, and let me tell you, look at her mugshot. This woman's not an FBI agent. She is very overweight, and I don't want to kick her while she's down. She's got terrible skin. All right, she needs some skincare.
You don't think there's overweight FBI agents?
I don't want to kick her while she's down, but I'm definitely going to kick her while she's down.
Not the clothes that she got arrested in, because she got arrested after this happened. I just feel like, and also Dallas, Georgia, is there even FBI? I feel like they barely even have cops down there. Hold on, I didn't look into this town at all. Watch it be like 500,000 population. Dallas, Georgia.
I get why she's doing it because Chick-fil-A is vastly overpriced.
All right, give me a population guess. Dallas, Georgia.
Okay, yeah. Now that I see her, yeah, she doesn't look like a population guess.
2,000.
It's got a Chick-fil-A, so it's got to be at least 2,500 or 25,000. Sorry,
I was about to say, holy shit, what a low ball.
Yeah, 2001.
So 25,000. Delvin, what'd you say?
I said 2,000.
I had 13,607.
if I would have stuck with 2001, I would have got it.
I was the closest without going over. Go fuck yourself.
Nice.
What is this? The Price is Right rules.
Price is Right rules. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So the workers were not convinced. So she rolls up, wants to order like fucking their nuggets and whatever, and they were like, "Well, you have to pay." And she was like, "I'm an FBI agent." So they were like, "Can you show us some proof?" Also, even if you are, no, you still have to pay. So she
you just get a discount.
She keeps like flaunting it and threatening them, saying, "I'm an FBI agent," threatening to arrest them if they don't give her free food. So the workers go, "No, we're not putting up with this because it's Chick-fil-A." They call the cops. The cops come, and what does she do? What else is there to do? You double down. You go, "I will have you fired. I am an FBI agent. You will lose your job if you don't get out of here, and I will arrest them if they don't give me their chicken."
It's double jeopardy. You always go for double jeopardy because then you're immune.
Time.
You always go double down.
The biggest question about this entire story is how is that Chick-fil-A worker not fired?
For what?
Because they're supposed to be super accommodating. It doesn't sound like this guy was very accommodating.
The police released a statement applauding the Chick-fil-A employees for how they handled the situation and for calling the police and for knowing what to look for in the FBI credentials. I don't know which like CSI Criminal Minds binge watcher in there was like, "I know what the badges look like. Hold on, this isn't it."
What if she just like I don't have a piece of paper, but it was just like a piece of paper that said "I am FBI" or something like that.
Yeah, hold on.
FBI like agent, and it's just like,
is it just like, I don't think you know who you're talking to, so let's wrap up the chicken to go, please.
It's like that scene.
She misspells agent.
It's like that scene from is it Benchwarmers? The one where the older guy?
Yeah. I am 12 with the $5 bill.
Yeah, it's just like that.
He's got documentation.
I am FBI agent.
Oh man! So here's the thing. You ready for the kicker?
Oh, there's a kicker.
This is the second time she's been arrested for doing this.
Do you think the cops just come in and go, "God damn it, Cheryl, you got to stop doing this"?
And my favorite part is that when the police showed up, she grabbed her shirt and talked into it like she had a radio, and
jigs up.
Reportedly said that she was being arrested and that the FBI needs to send someone to the Rockmount Police Department to bail her out. There's no radio in her shirt. This chick is a lunatic.
Oh yeah.
What if though there actually was?
Yeah. What if
she did work for the FBI and all of this is just one massive misunderstanding? And she's just overestimating the power of what the FBI actually can do.
Or maybe she is an FBI agent, totally expected to get free food, totally expected to get bailed out. But when she made that call, send the police or send an FBI agent, I'm being arrested, they just went, "We've had enough of Cheryl's shit." This is the second time she's being arrested. Her fat ass keeps trying to swindle teenagers out of food. Let her get arrested. She's not an FBI agent. Burn her fingertips or whatever.
I don't know.
Well, when you get into the FBI, your fingertips are already burnt, right?
Yeah, no, that's the Men in Black.
I almost feel
same thing.
You're right.
Feel bad for her because I honestly think she believes that she's an FBI agent if she's doing the whole like talking.
If she's gonna,
like I feel like there's something wrong, like mentally there, and I feel kind of bad, but also it's. Come on, Cheryl, you did it.
What if she knew a bunch of rules and regulations and shit that she just started spouting? I got a 1093 here.
I'm sure there's people like that.
Everybody with a 1093,
who think they're actually in it, but they're really not. So they're just like it's an imposter syndrome turned up to like a 10, I guess.
I mean, we all know one guy that's that way. I'm not gonna say his name. But we all know the guy.
We do. Recently, just got into some trouble with the police, Alex.
Ah.
Yeah, there it is. We all know the guy.
Oh man, we're just gonna leave. I don't want to make any inside jokes. I don't want to do anything. We'll just leave that topic on the table and we'll continue on. Fuck that guy. Anyway,
Cheryl, if you're listening, don't do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Yeah, stop doing it, Cheryl. Get some help,
please.
All right, here we go. We're bringing up the bird topic. You guys already know about it. I hope you guys prepared some good jokes. I feel like you probably both forgot some details.
I forgot everything about it.
Yeah, I forgot every single thing that we talked
Everything
about.
you talk about goes in one ear and out the other.
Voter fraud is a big deal this year. It can't stay out of the news. And damn it if I'm not going to let it corrupt my New Zealand Bird of the Year competition again. 1,500 fraudulent votes casted for the spotted kiwi in the Forest Birds Bird of the Year competition based in New Zealand. And by damn it, that is not the New Zealand way, was quoted from the national, who was it? The Kiwi Pupukukukukuku campaign manager, Emma Rousseau. Voter fraud is not the Kiwi way. The kiwi is a national emblem, and the spotted kiwi represents the New Zealand values of democracy, fairness, equality, and honesty, end quote. She was heated.
Who do you think just sits in a fucking room and goes, you know what I think would be a really good idea?
Voter fraud.
I think we need to vote. Well, no, I was going to say vote for the fucking birds.
Absolutely. Dude, if they did that here, I'd be all about it. I'd follow it on the news.
You would.
Dude, what's something that's...
Okay, vote for a bird.
Would you commit
right
voter
now?
fraud for
Top
a bird?
bird.
Yes.
I wouldn't commit
Absolutely.
voter fraud for a bird, but I would be into this competition like it was my life.
And you wouldn't commit voter fraud?
What's the
Don't
bird?
lie to me. I'd do it.
Bird? Let me see all the birds that were involved in this competition this year. Hold on.
No. Our birds. I don't want you to do New Zealand.
Okay, so
name a bird.
Redbird.
Okay.
Cardinal.
Is that your bird? That's your number one
No, he said
vote.
Name a bird.
Okay, what's your number one vote?
Quail.
A quail. Quail is your number one vote.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, stupid vote.
I have
Alex
personal connection through my father with that bird.
I just think it's gonna lower my taxes. Alex, what bird
Let's
would
go
you
the
vote for?
red-winged blackbird.
Red-winged blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I'm just a typical woodpecker. I love woodpeckers.
You would. Pecker.
Yeah, I would. Pecker.
Nailed it. So how many votes would you commit voter fraud for to make sure that your bird won?
500.
Oh, like 0.
Oh,
I'm not gonna actively go out of my fucking way to make sure that this bird's gonna win.
Oh, well, see, you're not committed to the cause like I am. I want that Bob White way.
Yeah, there's just.
I mean, because if you start voting on birds, where does it stop?
You don't want to get lost.
Where does
Let me
it
tell you
stop?
this. You see, who would do this? Who would do that? I'll tell you exactly who. The person this year who's still under investigation for submitting 1,500 invalid, fraudulent votes under the cover of darkness in the middle of the night. Luckily, they got caught early in the hours of Monday morning. There's also another person in 2018 who voted for the shag more than 3,000 times. In 2017, there was a fake email account created to bolster support for the white-faced heron. And in 2015, 2 teenage girls tried to rig the results in favor of the cacao.
People have too much fucking time on their hands.
This is the 4th evidence of bird voter fraud in this competition, which I think they are catching these motherfuckers like crazy. They have a great system in hand for catching these fraudulent votes. May we borrow your system?
Because it keeps happening.
But they're catching them.
Okay, that's fine. But that's not stopping the problem. That's just stopping it after it's already happened.
Do these birds
So
tweet
just stop it before it happens.
by any chance? Do any of these
What was
birds
that?
tweet by any chance?
Any of these birds.
Are they on the what you would call a
tweet?
tweeter?
If they aren't, I swear to God.
I've seen a couple of stop the counts going around on Twitter. So I was just wondering if it was the kiwi or if it was the white-faced heron. You know, I didn't know who was in the lead. You know, or maybe they weren't in the lead and they still wanted to stop the count because they're really dumb. But you know, I didn't know if it was them or if it was just somebody else. You know.
Jacob, on the counter, does that count as 2 separate times that he mentioned it, or is that still one solid joke all the way through?
This is the second time.
Stop the count.
This is the second time.
Okay, so you didn't split the last one into 2.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
This was.
I just wanted to make sure.
One. We're gonna stay under 5.
I'm trying to find a list of these damn birds, but why can't I find a list? I mean, the voting's already done. So let me go ahead and just say that. But the news story isn't finished yet. You may think, Jacob, where else can this story go? Well, let me tell your little ears. The adult toy megastore endorses the hee-hee for bird of the year.
The hoo-hoo?
What about the ha-ha?
The hee-hee, the hi-hi, the hee-hee. It's H-I-H-I. I'm not sure how they pronounce it down under. I don't know. Mate. Foster's. Hey, boomerang. Hey, kangaroo.
Isn't that Australia?
They're the
It's
same thing.
It's the same continent. New Zealand's just a different country.
If we have any New Zealand or Australian listeners,
Yeah,
they're going to hate us.
I mean, I understand that, but like, aren't they kind of different cultures?
Yes, they are, very much so.
That seems kind of bad for you to make that joke.
Pretty weird.
Do they do they have kangaroos in New Zealand? Unfortunately, many have escaped and they have breeds in the wild. Yes, I think are they alien species in New Zealand? That's hilarious.
I think they're only native to I want to say Alaska, Australia,
Africa.
Dude, oh my god, I would love it if there was just bouncing fucking like giant. I would just call them snow bunnies. There's giant snow bunnies in there.
No, because you don't want to get fucking decked by a kangaroo just walking out in your yard.
This is like the fourth time on 4 separate podcasts that we talked about how buff these damn kangaroos are.
They're buff, man.
Because every time you talk about it, I'm like, listen, you don't want that. You don't want the smoke. You can't handle it.
Listen, everyone watching this, please, I need you to understand you can't take one. It will destroy you.
You're either gonna get a foot to the face, or they're just walking around like this, but they're hopping, and you're just gonna hit you with the quick right hook and with the left hook, and then you're down. It's like Mike Tyson in his prime.
Well, 500. It's the intimidating factor. It's the intimidation factor. It's just gonna walk up to you all buffed and puff chested, and you're just gonna go like, "All right, I'm just gonna lay down."
I'm a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh.
Just leave me alone.
I love Roo and Kanga too. Let me get back to my adult toy mega store. So they are endorsing this. And listen, I've been butchering the names of all these birds, people. I cannot pronounce this bird's name. It is P-I with an accent mark. W-A-K-A-W-A-K-A. What is that? P Waka Waka? Is that what that is? Pi Waka Waka? What's the accent mark in the New Zealand culture doing to that I?
Old.
Anyway, it's friendly, flirtatious with humans, and sheer bigness of the Kareruru. I don't know how to say any of these birds' names. I'm so sorry. But this bird is in particular for being flirtatious with humans, and also the reason the adult megastore is endorsing it is its testicles are 4 times larger than any of the other birds its size.
It's pronounced P Waka Waka, by the way.
P Waka Waka?
Waka Waka. According to YouTube, which has never lied to me before.
Now here's another one. It's K-E-R-E-R-U with an accent mark. Karuru? What are these birds?
Oh, they're ugly.
It sounds like someone took all the random pieces out of a Scrabble game and decided to name animals after it.
Well, I mean, when there's so many animals, you just gotta eventually start coming up with new names,
Yeah.
Jacob, do you think this is weird that I'm bringing this up? The message that I sent you the other day about the chimpanzees having massive nuts, but not really big dicks. Do you think that this is the same case for the birds as well?
Okay, so what he's referring to, everybody, is that the different genital sizes of apes, big balls, small penis, mean that they are meant to multiple different males mate with multiple different females, and you want your swimmers to be the strongest ones, so they have developed over time giant balls. Now, small balls, big penis means that they are basically just they're certain that no matter what kind of sperm they're pumping out, they're going to mate with multiple different females, so they have to have the biggest Johnson as it is. Now, big both just one lucky motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, man? You know what I mean?
You were doing so good. And then you blew it.
I don't think I blew it at all. Anyway.
No, that was great.
You nailed it.
So anyways, do you think that's the case with the bird?
Because birds mate not like that. Birds lay eggs and then a bird fertilizes them. So yeah, I'd assume that the testicles, right?
No, that's not. No, they're not fish.
No, I was gonna say that's what salmon do.
I thought that was birds. That's fish.
That's fish.
Yeah.
Well, how do birds do it?
Eggs have hard shells. No, they just get inseminated like normal.
They fuck,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
no shit. Okay, learn something new today.
Yeah, and then they lay the egg.
Eggs are hard. How do you think the sperm gets in?
Maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know. I've never jizzed on eggs before, man.
Neither have they.
Neither have they. You're right. No one is. No one's doing that.
The only one doing that are those weird ass fish, you know?
The fish, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, and then they tend to die after.
Did you know that?
It, so.
Do they?
Speaking of which, did you know that salmon, when they go upriver to like mate, they're basically like rotting alive?
What?
I learned that the other day. Yeah, apparently their bodies start decomposing as they go to lay their eggs, and then they just naturally decompose into like the river that they're in or whatever for like the environment's sake.
I knew that whenever they laid their eggs, they died. I didn't know that they were rotting as they were.
They're basically like zombies until they go lay the eggs and then they die, which I thought was
frightening.
Really cool that nature knows how to do that.
Nature's weird, man.
Dude, it is weird.
Some would say strange nature.
Is that a thing?
Was that a thing?
Oh, god damn it. Neither one of you have seen this movie.
Are you talking about the Bigfoot movie?
Yes,
oh, okay.
The movie.
Yeah, with oh god, what's his name?
I don't remember his name, but it's such a good movie. Everybody should
I don't watch movies.
Steve something.
I know,
Steve
Alex. I knew I was in the wrong one with you.
Wait, Strange Nature? No, it's not Strange Nature. Is it Strange Wilderness?
The Strange Wilderness, yeah.
So you were wrong.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be close enough for people to understand.
Anyway, yeah, it's Steve Zahn.
I like to think that our audience is smart enough to be able to just reconstruct it to where it makes sense.
Anyway, let me round out this disaster of a news topic by saying the winner of the Bird of the Year competition, I don't know how to even remotely say this. It's a type of penguin. It's a type of weird looking penguin guy. Hold on, let me get the actual name of this damn thing. No, that's 2019. I want 2020 Bird of the Year winner. Dude, come on, internet. Why are you letting me down now?
They get an award?
They get a tiny little medal.
That would be so adorable.
So a rare antisocial penguin wins the New Zealand poll because of COVID and the whole antisocial thing about it, even though New Zealand right now is famous for not having any COVID cases. Go.
I thought it was for the anti-socialist party. Oh.
They're so right-winged there that they voted the penguin.
It's the political penguin.
It won 12,022 votes out of the 43,460 votes that were legally cast. Although they did stop the count. Boom. I did one. I got one in there too.
You're going to have to do a different tally mark.
You voted?
I'm going to have to put a tally mark. Do I put it in a different color?
Oh, yeah. Do you know the different color?
Dude, I don't even know how to edit. So we'll see if I even go about doing this. I'm just going to put a message in the bottom corner that goes, no, I'm not doing that at all.
Okay, so I got a couple questions.
Okay.
Is this in and of itself its own like voting slip? Or is this actually on their country's voting slip?
I think it was an internet poll. So
that makes sense.
Could you imagine, though, if it was like, who do you want your new prime minister to be? I don't know any other government officials. The wizard. There's that wizard, right?
Yeah, the New Zealand
New Zealand wizard. Penguin. You'd be like, what is this Looney Tunes Willy Wonka ass Wizard of Oz ballot that they're filling out down there? Like, what the hell? How many dollary dues does this count to print? Like, holy shit. This is the weirdest damn like, what?
What is New Zealand's currency?
Just the dollar.
Oh, is it just a dollar?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just the New Zealand dollar.
New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar.
Boring.
For such a weird place, that's such a normal name.
There was a poll going around in Australia, and yes, everyone, I know it's a different country than New Zealand, but they're close. There's a poll going around to rename the Australian dollar to the dollary dues from The Simpsons. $500 dues.
But then you would get it confused with the didgeridoo, and you know every Australian always keeps themselves strapped with their didgeridoo. So like,
those things give me nightmares.
Why,
dog? I think it is so cool that you are so comfortable in my house that you can just come over here and fart and walk away. But I would rather you didn't. Can you go do that next to your mom, please? Thank you.
Well, Jacob, I would assume and imagine that you would be a didgeridoo guy. So it surprises me.
I'm more of a sitar man myself.
Some would say a didgeridoo.
Dude, nice. Who needs a Ricola? Anyway. Wait, no, that's not a didgeridoo. That's a totally different thing. Man, I'm just wrong all sorts of. Did I take a shot before I recorded this? Yes, Pink Whitney is amazing.
It is pretty good.
Here's the last story. It's listeners submitted, and I've already told you guys about it. It is titled "How Hungry Are You?" Part 2 because it's about food again. This was submitted by someone. It says here, my wife submitted this, so that's great. Whoever that is, thank you.
Who's my wife?
Thank you out there, my wife. My wife. You guys remember that? 2008. Three men are temporarily banned from the Yellowstone National Park after attempting to cook a chicken in a geyser. Indeed. August 7th, according to a spokesperson of the national park, a ranger received a call of a group of men reporting hiking with cooking pots. So, hell yeah. You'll see why that's weird in a second. I'll just tell you now. They didn't use the fucking pots. They just brought them along. So towards the Shoashan Geyser Basin, where the ranger found the group, they were just chilling off the trail, and they discovered that they had 2 whole chickens in a burlap sack sitting in a hot spring.
See, all I imagine is that, and I don't know where I'm coming up with this, but they tie a rope around the legs of the chicken, and then they chuck it into the geyser, and then they just wait for it to shoot up, and then they just keep letting it do that back and forth for a while. How often do they actually shoot?
It depends. I mean, this is just a hot spring, so it doesn't actually. I don't think this one spurts at all. Old Faithful is like every 2.5 hours. How often?
I was gonna say, I just imagine that's what was happening. No. It was just shooting up, coming back down, shooting up, coming back down.
So 20 times a day, Old Faithful does within a 10-minute period. Okay.
All
right.
So I guess it'd just be boiled chicken. Basically.
Yeah, but okay, and I don't know a lot about cooking. So the geysers, there's over 10,000 geysers and small springs ranging from 180 to 196 degrees Fahrenheit in the Yellowstone National Park area. I just didn't know that was hot enough to cook a chicken.
It'd take a while.
How long does that take? That would take hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I just feel like bring some sandwiches at that point, guys. Hey?
Well, it's way easier than making your own fire.
Putting it in a geyser.
That's probably wrong, but
I mean, I would definitely.
I can agree with it.
If they didn't know that it was against the law, so the thing that's against the law is you're not allowed to touch or interact with the geysers and the hot springs. You're supposed to stay on the trails in these parts of in this particular area of the national park. So that's what they got arrested for. They pleaded guilty, obviously. They had to serve 2 days in jail and pay $540 in fines, which sounds not that bad.
No, it'd be worth it for the story.
I would definitely eat geyser chicken. Like, you would just have to say that you did that. Someone goes at a party and they're like, dude, I just had the best caviar. I'd be like, have you ever had Yellowstone geyser chicken? Because I have. And let me tell you, you better season it because it boils for a few hours.
That sounds like the type of person that has the, I can't remember what it's called. It's like gold. It's gold pizza. They put gold on pizza.
Oh, yeah, they do that for a lot of shit.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but it's like having that conversation with the person, be like, "Oh, it's caviar. Have you ever had Yellowstone geyser chicken? There's one made every 100 years, and I've had one, and it was delicious. Actually, it was shit. It tasted like bull.
It'd be like if you made your coffee from the water of Niagara Falls, or I guess the water from Yellowstone. I guess you can do both there.
I feel like the coffee would be easier from Yellowstone because
I would drink that too, dude. That's already hot.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and you don't even like coffee.
I don't like Yellowstone either. It's a super volcano. It scares the hell out of me.
So I think we need to start a restaurant, Yellowstone's Eatery, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the restaurant on top of a geyser, and that's gonna be what we cook in.
No roof.
Did these guys actually get to eat it?
I doubt
it. I doubt it. I bet it got confiscated. I bet it wasn't ready.
Honestly, that's
you think the ranger walked
if
up?
They're working that hard, just let it.
You think the ranger just walked up to them with his hands on his hips, being like, "Hey guys,
you're not.
I've asked you yesterday, and I've asked you the day before. Stop trying to cook your damn chicken in this geyser.
If that's another raw chicken in your pocket, we're gonna have some problems."
This is strike 2, okay? I don't want to see another dang burlap sack, another gosh darn chicken until you guys are gone. Your time, your property, that's your chicken. You come here on my land. All right. I'm the what are they called? Ranger.
You think he went home and his wife made chicken for dinner and he slammed his hand on the table like, where the fuck did you get this? Where did you get this?
Did you hear?
This is bland. Did you make this in a geyser?
When the ranger walked up and saw the guys huddled around a geyser off of the trail, they asked, "What are you doing?" And they promptly responded, "Cooking dinner." So, all right. So I just broke my ball. So that's great. Let's see if we can put this back together. Fiddle toy.
Could you imagine if they came in and they were like, we also had some potatoes, had some carrots we were gonna cook. It's like you were gonna cook a whole like fucking full dinner here. You were just gonna kick the chicken. Yeah. Would you like to stay?
Have you seen the guy on TikTok who used to be an old prison guard? He talks about a bunch of weird shit that he found, and he there was one guy in a cell. It was a minimum security prison, so they kind of get a little bit more amenities. This guy had fashioned through various means. He had made his own fridge and connected it to the vent system in the summer to keep his ingredients fresh. And he had fashioned some wires to make and boxes and tinfoil to make an oven. And he procured Slim Jims, water, bread, cheese, and tomato paste and cooked a pizza in his cell. He said it took 3 hours to cook, and the guy who found him was just like, "What the hell is this?" And the guy told him the story and was like, "If I tell you how I did this, can I please eat the pizza?" And the guy was like, "Absolutely, you have to fucking tell me how you did this." So the guy basically made the deal. He was like, "Eat your pizza, turn this shit in," because he's like, if you turn it in yourself, you get a lot less punishment. So he's like, "Turn the shit in and finish your pizza and like turn it in." And I feel like this guy should have did this for that guy. He's like, "Finish cooking your chicken and get out of the park.
Get the fuck out of the park.
Eat your chicken.
Give me
everyone gets a few bites, and you get out of the park and don't come back."
Dude, do you think it's one of those things where they cook the chicken and then they take a bite and they go, "This isn't as good as I thought it would be"?
But you have to eat it because it's a geyser chicken.
But you have to eat it because it's a geyser chicken. Yeah.
See, that's what the pots were for. The pots were there so they could season it. Because if anything else, it's just boiled skinless chicken.
Mm.
Yeah.
But who said it was skinless?
I don't know.
I tell you what, right now I have an obsession with forest cooking on TikTok.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Let me tell you one thing
about it.
One thing that he does that bothers me is that he puts he makes a big fire and he puts a stone on top of it and he cooks his food on the stone. And one thing I'm
not talking about that guy.
Oh,
different guy.
Well, anyway,
but I know the guy you're talking about. But that's not
continue my thing. Sometimes water gets trapped inside stones, and you put them on fire and they fucking explode. And this guy's gonna catch some shrapnel in the legs and arms one day when he's just trying to cook eggs in the forest.
It's not like TNT, dude. By explode, it just means they expand, and it just breaks apart.
They can pop.
Not enough to where he's gonna have to worry about.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Rock on fire explode. Is that what I should say?
The guy that I'm talking about, it's literally food porn where they just like put the mic as close to they can to the cutting board so you hear every single slice. Mm-hmm. And then you like get it as close as you can to the pot so you can hear it or not the pot, but the skillet so you can hear it sizzle. It's shit like that. And I'm just like, this food is better than any food I could attempt to cook in my kitchen where I have every single utensil I would possibly need. And that really upsets me because I'm like, this should be easier. And I'm just terrible at this.
Just cook more. Get better.
Just cook more.
Oh, I don't think I could. If I did that, man, I'd be way bigger than I am now.
You know, they say never trust a skinny chef. So
that's true. Gordon Ramsay, I think you suck.
Yeah, you're clearly awful.
Action Bronson.
Bobby Flay, same.
Action Bronson, hit me up. Guy Fieri, I'll eat.
Dude, I love Guy Fieri.
He's a great man. Flavortown.
God damn it. Second time that we're talking.
Dude, I will talk about Guy Fieri. The first time we talked
about Guy Fieri was the first episode. It was literally 20 episodes ago, man.
Maybe we'll have a Guy Fieri special if it's a popular demand.
Yeah, but I'm not looking up those news stories.
How many could there really be?
There's enough.
There's quite a bit.
All right, gentlemen. Let's round it out. Delvin, you want to walk us out of here?
Good. Hey, probably not. You'll interrupt me, but we'll try.
It's tradition.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. If you want, please rate and review. Leave a comment on the video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple iTunes, then please rate and review there. We are doing some. Well, Jacob, are we doing some stuff on TikTok? Is that going to be a trope for us? Is that I'm going to constantly say it, but you'll never do it?
I don't know, man. I just don't think I'm funny like that, so I'll have to just
do it. God damn, just do it, forehead.
I guess.
Everybody, we have a TikTok. We may have some stuff on there if JJ gets off his ass to do it. And then oh, there it is, finger gun. Ciao. Also at the same time, I know. Let's see. Please follow us on Twitter at Can't Sit Still Pod, or if you have a story that you would like us to read or go over and bring it up to everybody, you can send us an email at can'tsitstillpod@gmail.com. I think pretty much all that's it. There will be eventually another Nuggets of Nothing. We have just been having a hell of a time doing recordings. I mean, this is our third.
Well, yeah, we barely got this one out, eh?
So we're really trying to get that part figured out, and like we've been saying, we are trying to get back to a centralized location now that COVID's ramping up again. Really hard to know if that's going to be the case, but we are going to try. All right. Do you guys have anything else that you guys want to add to it?
Nope. No, I think you got it.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.